Hello, good morning and welcome to Daily CBT. I'm Deirdre Coyne and all this week we've been looking at the 4 C's of helping us to look at our unhelpful thinking patterns. So the 4 C's, as a reminder, are catch it, check it, challenge it and change it. And if you'd like a copy of this exercise, do send me a message or the link is in the posts. So today we're looking at challenge it. So how do we challenge our unhelpful thinking patterns? So when we look to challenge our unhelpful thoughts, what we're doing, and there's a concept that I would use in therapy called putting our thoughts on trial. And in that concept, what we're looking for is the evidence for and the evidence against our unhelpful thinking patterns. So, for example, if one of those thinking patterns is compare and despair, where we sometimes compare ourselves to other people's journeys and then we despair. So it is always useful to have both sides of the thought in terms of helpful and unhelpful and the evidence for and against my thought. So, for example, the evidence for my thought is that when I'm using compare and despair, that actually the person is further ahead on the journey and that is a fact. They have whatever it is achieved. Whereas there may be other evidence that is my opinion. And that might be that maybe they're not as far ahead as it seems, or that we're all on our own journey. All of the different factors that would help me to come up with a more balanced alternative thought. And also, in terms of that comparison, it's worth acknowledging that everybody's journey is different, and therefore it can be something like coming up with, even though I feel that this is not working for me, I know that the person will help me, and there's lots of supports around me that I could use to help me on my journey to ultimately achieve what it is that I'm trying to achieve. So there's lots of ways of doing this technique. There's the thoughts on trial. There is the concept of fact or opinion. Is what I'm thinking a fact, or is it my opinion? And in stressful times, we often are led by emotions that are unhelpful, and it's sort of challenging those and coming up with a more factual basis for our thoughts. And the other concept is to allow ourselves to take that time out to challenge our thoughts. I hope that's helpful. Thank you for listening to me today and have a great day. Bye for now.